Which is probably better for your ass anyway, because you man are dropping dead right now, destroying the place. Go on.
Verse 27. So that one man shall desire to see another and to hear his voice. For a city there shall
let me
be...
say this, man. China don't belong to the Moabites, man. There is a land of Moab according to the Bible, man. So any lands that are up for dibs, you might get a little piece, man, but Israel gonna take that, man. Because this whole planet belongs to us, man. You get what we give you, man. Outside your lands like Esau, you're not gonna be here anyway. So you're gonna be done away with, man. Right? But Japheth is gonna get back Europe, man. Australia don't really belong to him, man. Okay? Japheth's gonna be put back into Europe. Europe is Japheth's land. Crete and all that shit, that's their land, man. Australia, they were driven into different land. That's why everything's out of order, man. And Israel, guess what? Just like the white man gets dibs on them nice little paradise islands, Israel, we gonna get dibs on them, man. Every Jake might have his own little island, man.
There's gonna be new land, man.
And it's gonna be new lands too.
Yeah. The earth's gonna be so violent in itself, man. And there's gonna be all kind of eruptions and all kind of messed up things happening, man.
That's right.
You know, so new land will be built, man.
That's right. Yeah. Some lands are gonna go down. Disappear. Hopefully Jamaica, man. Wicked ass place, man. Go on, read it. Hopefully it's just a new set of Caribbean islands, man. We don't want them old ones, man. Old ones are defiled, man. Go on, read on them.
So that one man shall desire to see another and to hear his voice. For of a city there shall be 10 left, and two of the field which shall hide themselves in the thick groves and in the clefts of the rocks.
That's right, but then we're gonna come and find them, man. Put them into slavery, man. That's when all's said and done. That's when the missiles have been launched and your armies have been totally destroyed. And man, have blazed you up like in War of the Worlds. Once we've had our fill of killing your ass, then it's chain time. Then we're just gonna round up whoever's left. You know? Put you in the cage, put you on the slave ship, and you're shipped off to Gaza, man. To the port of Gaza, man. Or you walking, which is even worse. I don't know which one's worse. You're gonna have to walk. Go on.
Verse 29, as in an orchard of olives, upon every tree there are left 3 or 4 olives. Or as when a vineyard is gathered, there are left some clusters of them that diligently seek through the vineyard. Even so in those days shall there be 3 or 4 left by them that search their houses with the sword. And the earth shall be laid waste, and the fields thereof shall wax old, and her ways and all her paths shall grow full of thorns, because no man shall travel there through.
You see what I'm saying? That's exactly what I said. So all places like this, where people are traveling through, and these roads, the tarmac, that's all gonna get broken down, man.
You're not gonna recognize this place, man.
That's gonna go back, because the earth is see, look, if you didn't prune, man, things go back wild, man. That's why if you say like you got a garden, if you just left your garden like and just said, you know, I'm gonna just let that, eventually you're gonna end up with this in your backyard over time.
Yeah, Adam was set to keep the garden, man.
If you don't prune a field, they call it succession. You get a succession, grassland, and then whatever that environment can sustain, that's what it's gonna end up being. Whether it takes 100 years, whether it takes 200 years, it will go from your garden to a forest in about 200 years. And you come back, yeah, that's not my garden. Where's my house? It's not there. That's broken down.
You wish to witness these things, even though you've got like a neighbour that doesn't cut his hedges and his grass and whatever.
Starts off as
grass.
Starts
going into your garden.
Starts off as tall grass, then you get bushes growing in there, and then them bushes die, then you get bigger trees growing in there.
Then it overgrows to your garden. And then you complain to your neighbour that he's not keeping these bushes tidy.
Yeah, and then the vines all go up in your house and in your walls, and your house start breaking down and all that shit.
That's right.
That's what happens, man. It might not take 5 years, but over 100, 200, 300, 500 years, that's what's gonna happen, man.
We look on the floor now, man. Some of these starting being lifted up out of place from how it was lifted. The trees they are pushing their roots further.
Well, you have to look at America's roads, man.
It's fucked up.
They're already fucked up. If you don't maintain them, they break down. And then nature, they told you that in What's that film with Will Smith?
I am Legend.
I Am Legend. They show you how, yeah, the roads were already, plants were already starting to grow up. You come back 200, 300, 500 years, that place would have just been like jungle.
Yep. That's right.
Like I said, that's why a lot of them civilizations in South America, they can't find them. They call them lost civilizations. Because it's been like 1,000 years and no one ain't gone through there. They don't have a house no more. That's rubble, that's dirt. That's a tree over that now. You be walking over it, you don't know. That used to be a city like this. Not anymore. That's why man shouldn't boast himself, man. Because anything you build ain't forever, man. It can be broken down simply, man. And Most High built the earth, that's forever, man. If you disappear, it's gonna go back to how the Most High created it in the beginning, man. Right, go on.
Verse 32, and the earth shall be laid waste, and the fields thereof shall wax old, and the ways and all the paths shall grow full of thorns, because no man shall travel therethrough. The virgin shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn, having no husbands.
But that's alright, because if they're good looking, they're gonna become concubines. If they're not good looking, they can work in the field.
That's the work.
You know?
Women shall mourn, having no husbands. The daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. In the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of the famine. Hear now these things and understand them, ye servants of the Lord.
Right, you have to understand that, man. This is what's gonna happen, man. Great death. Because of all this wickedness, man.
Verse 36, behold the word of the Lord, receive it. Believe not the gods of whom the Lord spake. Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack. As when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, within 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains come past her womb.
And what are them pains we're witnessing today? Great earthquakes happening all over the place. There was one in China the other day. Killed 80 people, man. Destroyed 20,000 houses, man. Great earthquakes, mudslides, tsunamis, man. Increasing in frequency, increasing in the people they kill and the damage they cause. You got hurricanes, increasing in frequency and the damage they cause. Tornadoes, man, hitting pinpoint. They could land anywhere, cutting a line through your communities, man. Right? You got famines. You also have waters all over the world changing color. Blood red, sometimes green. You got dead animals just turning up. You got drought. Those are all the pains, man. Those are all the signs.
Forest fires.
Forest fires. Okay? Floods. Right? You got people doing crazy shit.
Yeah.
Eating other people and, you know, just...
I've not seen a thing stuff like that before, man.
You know, going crazy with a butcher knife and, you know, just all kind of crazy shit, man. All kind of crazy shit, man, going on that you wouldn't see before, man.
Go up in a cinema, shoot up people. You know?
Believe it or not, even 9/11 was a pain, man. All these false flags that Esau do is a pain too. Those are all leading up to the end, man. And these things are happening every month. Every week, there's a new great disaster that's happened somewhere on the planet Earth, man. Whether or not Esau wants to publicize it on his news or not, there's always something crazy happening somewhere. Look how many people have died in Syria already. Look at what happened in Libya already. Yemen, all these places, man. Riots happen all the time. 1 million people marching in the streets. So many things are happening, it's hard to keep up with all the news that's happening now. It's not just a case of news is traveling faster now, because news have been traveling fast since the computer age, since the onset of the internet. Now there's just so much news, so much volume of shit happening so close together. That's how you know we're at the end. Before some great disaster happened, it would be like, raw, then you wouldn't get another one for like 2 years. Now it's every week, 2 weeks. In fact, even in America, they had to, in the year 2011, they had to declare a national emergency, which cost so many amount of millions. Every month, for every month, there was a great disaster that happened in America, man. That cost the economy millions. Every month. That was in 2011, and 2012 is already in line to defeat that. Already, since about 3 months ago, it's already surpassed 2011. That shows you, man, that we're in that time. That's that, like women, when they're about to give birth, the birth pains become sharper and closer together, man.
Yep.
And what's going to be the birth? The birth is really the kingdom of heaven. That's going to come out of the destruction of this society, man. That's what's going to happen. Go on, read on.
Which pains, when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth.
Right, the plagues ain't slacking that's coming upon the earth, man. And we can sit there all day, man, going backward and forward about different disasters we've heard about, man. That's what they had always having an earthquake now. 7-point sign off Costa Rica or some shit like that. You got more and more quakes happening in LA. They're saying that vault could snap at any moment, man. You got volcanoes waking up all the time. Volcanoes that have been dormant for like hundreds of years, waking up.
I mean, I got a web page, man, where it shows you all the earthquakes that are going on in the world at any moment in time, man. All you have to do is look at that, man, and you see exactly what we're talking about, man. I mean, not every earthquake is documented, man. That's put up on the news or anything like that, man. When you look at that graph, man, and it shows you, the size of the quake, well, man, they're spread all out, man. Tons of them.
In diverse places.
You might only hear one or two in one day, but there's the guarantee is at least 10, maybe 20, 30, 40,
significant
50.
ones, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's tons of them going on.
Yeah.
You know? Causing all kind of havoc, man. And death.
But Esau still pacifies you with that entertainment, man. That's what it is, man.
Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side.
On every side. So there ain't no escaping the judgment of Heavenly Father, man. Whether you in America or whether you on the other side of the world in China, man. Pain, you're gonna be in pain, man. Because the Most High, man, he's angry with all nations, man. You got, what's his name, Joel Skousen, got that book about survival and where to be. Man, don't plan on that, man. Okay?
Verse 40. O my people, hear my word. Make you ready to the battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth.
That's right, man. When all hell breaks loose, you might have to leave your house, man.
Be on the move, man.
You gotta be on the move, man. Road warrior. They show you that in what's that thing called again, bro? That movie. The Road, man.
Oh yeah, Viggo Mortensen.
Yeah. That man was like a pilgrim, man. He was moving. On the move, he didn't stay in one place too long.
Nope.
You know? A lot of you people, you're attached to your possessions, man. And them possessions are gonna get you killed. Just like that black bitch that she dropped a Louis Vuitton bag in America in the New York subway. And instead of fucking waiting to get the arm to pick it up, she jumped down there to get her bag and got fucking mutilated by a motherfucking train. Because that bag was worth more than her life, man. Which shows you niggas are fucking stupid, man. When I look at you niggas, man, I just think of what idiots, man. You really think a Louis Vuitton bag makes you rich? Look, man, if the elites drop, even if first of all, the elites don't deal with Louis Vuitton. That's for people who want to look rich. Okay? If you gotta drop a Louis Vuitton